Big breasts. 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 Big breasts.
I'm here. Sorry, just getting stuff set up. Nobody's here, of course. Nobody ever really likes to show up to my streams. I gotta cut my hair on my face again. Ah, of course nobody's here. I can't schedule a stream. I can't just let people know ahead of time I'll do a stream because I never know what I'm gonna do a stream. And that's what's damaging my channel, but I don't know what else to do about it. I would need to move. Like that's the only way my channel is going to get better. It's partly because of where I live. Basically, it's because of where I live. Um, I'm always just unsure if I'm getting going to get sleep. I'm unsure if I'm going to get I'm unsure. I'm very unsure. Uh, as bad as I start doing what I want to do, and then people will show up while I'm trying to do what I want to do and start yakking at me while I'm trying to focus. I'd really appreciate it if people didn't wait till last minute to show up and start yakking at me. You know what? I'm not showing my face. People leave when they see my face. People leave when I see my face. Yep. Another random Saturday stray. I gotta fix that. Why does that look like that? Hang on. Why does that pop up over there? That's not where I want that. I gotta fix my stream name and everything. I didn't realize how horrible it looked. Yeah, edit the title, man. I gotta fix this. Another random Saturday stream doing some pixel art. That's all I needed it to say. Yeah, it was not saying what I needed it to say. Oh, one view. Somebody popped in and left. Oh, what a day. So I think it's Saturday, right? I'm not miss. Yeah, it's Saturday. We have officially 3 days. I'm not counting the day of. That's why I say 3 days. 3 days until the Switch 2 reveal event. And I'm going to be here for it. I'm going to be streaming it. I'm pretty sure in the next day or so they're going to announce um they're going to announce stuff having to do with it, you know. Oh, oh, piss off. Go ahead and fall. I don't give a goddamn. Go ahead and fall. Throw you away anyways. You goddamn hoe. Go ahead and fucking fall. I don't give a fucking rat's ass. Oh. Oh, my back. Okay. All right. I think I need to, you know what? I need to edit more about it. I need to edit more about it. Oh, there's always information. I didn't say to view this fuck. What the fuck is this? Oh my. No. Oh, yeah. No. Go live. I did it right. I have to go in and edit it. There we go. Edit the full fucking thing. The full the full freaking thing. That's not what I want it to completely say. No, it's not really made for kids. No, there's no AI shit. Like, there's just some things you can't. Yeah, like I want to tag stuff like pixel art. You can't do when you start up a stream from OBS. You can't do this. You can't add in tags and shit. They don't add any of that kind of options. So you get none of that, and it's really frustrating. I'm gonna tell you, it's very frustrating. Maybe gaming. I don't know. Just tag it. I don't think the tags affect searches or anything, but oh, comments are on. Moderation basic. Basic moderation, meaning people can say some fucked up shit. You should be able to curse with basic moderation. I think that's how that works. It is a streaming pixel art stream, yo. What is up? All right, I think we're good to go. Got it all set up. So some of you are probably going, "What the hell is he making? What the hell is he doing?" So what I'm doing is I'm recreating the RPG Maker MZ icon set in a what the hell? That vibration picked up on my desk. I felt it. And it's funny, the moment my brother goes to go to bed because he's got work tonight is when people start acting like ass munches around here. They have all day on up until fucking damn near 3 o'clock to make all the noise they want, and they wait. Oh, so far I've got I'm in these green icons now. I'm got to get all these green icons made, but I'm remaking them in a Final Fantasy style. And I'm using actual Final Fantasy icons as reference, but only as a reference. And I'm doing my damnedest not to have any of my icons look exactly like anything from any of the old 16-bit games. So like this is Final Fantasy 1 and 2 right here. These are icons right here from Final Fantasy 1 and 2. I'm not using these. They're just there for ideas and reference. I'm not copying, pasting. I'm using for a little reference. But then I try to add my own spin. Another thing I've been doing to keep from looking too much like their icons is there's a lot of color. Well, relatively speaking, there's a lot of shading. So it's not the same, it's not the same few shades of gray. Like if you look at their icons, there's like 3 colors. And I use the term color loosely, and that's all of them. Like this, look how they use gray, white, and black. That's all they use in their icons, right? Right. This one is part 5 right here. They use 3 shades at most, just 3 colors. That's it. Black, white, and gray. That's it. That's all they use. This is 4, 5, 1 and 2, or no, 4, 5, 6, and 1 and 2. I don't think I have 3's icons. I don't think there is icons for 3. I got these from Spriter's Base, but again, they are honestly just reference because I can show you the difference. So, like, anything that I also made, like, here's my key. There's a key. That's the icon for the key. All right. That's a key icon, right? Right. I need to move some of these over. Like, I want the black line to be all the way up over against the right. Yeah. But there's my key. Now let's look at their key. Is there a key? Yeah, there's the key. You see the difference? The difference between my key right here and their key. There's a key, and there's the key for, which is pretty much the same key, just as reference. There's a boot. They drew a boot. Here's my boots. See, those are boots. That's a running animation, or it's for speed or something. I can't remember what that symbol's for. This is supposed to be a jacket right here, but it's not quite coming out the way I want it. Like, it's not quite there. It looks a little better. It was hard because really I'm trying to make Final Fantasy versions of all of these icons. These are the HD sort of, hang on. These are the HD, where are the icons? I guess you have to go to items to look at icons. Yeah, the icons are, I'm drawing them in 16 by 16, but I'm going to blow them up to, yeah, the max size for icons are 32 by 32. If you go 8 3 times, I believe it's 24 if you go 8. So 8, actually 8 and 8 is 16. Wait a minute. No, yeah, 3 times, sorry, 3 times. 8 3 times is 24. 8 3 times is 24, if I'm not mistaken. Well, no, that's not right, is it? 8 by 8 times 3, right? Yeah, no, it is. It's 24. Yeah, so 8 and 8 is 16. 16, no, 16 is 32. So the icon should be, so 8 times, give me a sec, get my brain going. I thought it was 24, but it's not. I keep putting it on 24. They blow it up 3%, right? Hang on. When I go to use the icons, I blow them up 3%. So the sheet is 128. Pull out the calculator and we go times 3. Or actually, I don't even need the calculator. I can go up here and go percentage. So we go to 300% bigger, right? So how big is that? Hang on, give me a second. In order to use them and have them show up correctly. Yeah, 24. 8 blown up 32 or 300%. Yeah, 300 times. So times 3. That doesn't make sense either, does it? But it shows up properly in the game. So you would think it would be 32 though, wouldn't you? 8 times, but it's not. It comes up when you say 300%. It comes up to 24. I don't know, times 3. Let's do it differently. Let's, hang on, 8 times 3. 8 times 3. It's 24. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 and 8 is 8 and 8 and 8. 8, 8, 8. 8, 8, 16, another 8, 24. Okay, so there. Yes, 8 times 3 is 24. Oh, I'm trying to double it up each time. That's wrong. Okay, so anyhow. But I'm drawing them in 8 by 8s, right? And I'm trying to make them Final Fantasy versions of these icons, basically. And I am getting there. What was the last thing I did? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, so I was comparing some sprites just to kind of prove that I'm not ripping anything. It's really hard when it comes to the swords, and hell, even the claw. There's my claw. Like, I drew this. I didn't copy or even look at those at the time when I was because I've been going down from top left all the way down. So left to right going down is how I've been drawing. By the time I got to the claw, I hadn't started actually referencing these yet and looking at them. All right. So, and here's their claw from Final Fantasy IV. Wait, no, that's 5. That's 5. There's the claw from 4. Here's the claw from, where is it? The claw from 5. There's a claw from 5. And then 6 has a claw, which looks a lot like 5's claw. Where is the claw? Yeah, it looks the same as 5's claw. 5 and 6 have the same claw. All right, and then I don't think there's any claws in part 1. And then of course there's my claw. If anything, it's got more detail. I mean, and that's as good as I could do. But it's really hard to make something similar but different. But if you look at the claw for RPG Maker 2000 or RPG Maker MZ, this is their claw. Yeah. And for that matter, here's like Knuckles, like a weapon that's just Knuckles, like Kaiser Knuckles or whatever. And then where's my Kaiser Knuckles? There's my Kaiser Knuckles. They're literally just brass knuckles. Like, that's as good as I got. Um, that's a spear. That's supposed to be a spear. That's some kind of wand. That's another kind of wand. That's a club. Oh, what else we got here? Oh yeah, nunchucks. So there's their nunchucks, and here's nunchucks. We'll go back because I think there's some in 4. 4 had nunchucks, didn't it? Wasn't there some? I don't think this is a complete sheet right here. I don't think that's everything. I don't think this is a complete sheet. Because I know for a fact that there are nunchucks in part 4. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there aren't any nunchucks in part 4. Part 1 has nunchucks. There we go. Part 1 has nunchucks. There's their nunchucks. This is how they drew their nunchucks. And this is how I drew my nunchucks. So, I mean, they're not copied. I did my best to make them stand out more. That's their nunchucks. Mine are kind of looped the other way. Of course, I think I could have just drew them like up and down. I could have just drew straight like here. I could have drew them differently. I could have drew no, not from there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 boom. Could have drew them like this. You know, could have done them like this. And then kind of shaded them up like this. Could have done it maybe like this. Maybe. Could have went in, made them like this. Yeah. Could have done that. Could have done this. And then yeah, could have done that. I mean, that looks like nunchucks. What it is, what it is. I already got these, and these look good. So, what else had nunchucks? So 1 had nunchucks. Did 6 have nunchucks? I don't think so. No, nobody used nunchucks in 6. Unless this is an incomplete sheet. It might be. What about 5? Did anybody use nunchucks in 5? You would think part 5 would have had nunchucks. Nope, part 5 doesn't have nunchucks. Oh, but here's part 4 and 5's harp. That's their harp. Now look at my harp. Where's my harp? There's my harp. So actually, I kind of messed up here, didn't I? Should go up like this. Here we go. Yeah, see, there's my harp. And that's because I'm trying to make it look more like this harp. See, that's how I try to make it look a little more like that. That design. But within, a limited space. You know what? I just realized I could have, like, wait, no. Could have brought that in like that. Like that. Like that. Yeah, that works. What's the deal with law enforcement case? I think I'm in the clear. The month is almost over. I figured by now they would have come after me. There would have been they would have showed up at the door. And that's the thing that they told me. They told me that before they even if or after they took the statements and everything. After they took the statements, they said that you know, one or two things would end up happening. They would call or they would show up because they know where I live and they knew I wasn't going to like run off anywhere. I'd be in the state. I'm not the kind of person to run away. And at that point in time, they would come and they would come here. They would come get me if there was a warrant. They haven't showed up for me. Hoping they never do, but you never know. But here's the thing. Don't do that again. Trust me, you don't want a criminal record or deal with court system. It waste of time, money. You don't want this. I know, I know, I know, I know. I mean, and the bad part is the little shithead who I thought it was, he's still driving everybody crazy. He showed up the other night, or the other evening, and my brother put a stop to him because he was tearing up the roads and everything. The one who I thought it was that night. And my brother jumped down his case, said he needed to take it home and park it. Um, and here's the other thing I found out, and it made me more depressed. My brother is paying for the damages that I did to the side of that truck. I really want to get up the money to help him. I don't know how. I have no idea how. But my brother is paying for. I don't know. My brother won't fill me in on anything. I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. I just know he's paying for the damage. I don't even want to think about it, honestly. So here's my thing. Thank you for your concern. I appreciate it. But I don't want to talk about this ever again. If that's okay. I'm not trying to be mean. I really don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Please don't bring it up anymore. I would really appreciate it. My sanity can't deal with it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. So I would really appreciate it if no one brought it up again. I'll let y'all know if something happens. Otherwise, I don't want to think about it. Okay? I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying, you know, because I get miserable when I think about it. And I don't need to. I don't need to. I can't heal, as my brother put it. My brother and my mom said I needed to heal. I don't need to. They said I don't need to think about it anymore. So I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean. I would really really appreciate if we didn't talk about it anymore. Because yeah, I will let everybody know if something changes. Okay. If I go missing, actually that doesn't help because I went missing for a while as it is. Because sometimes I just don't do anything. I don't know. I I'm not gonna do it again. And I kind of figure you left. It says nobody's watching now. All right, sorry if I offended. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I apologize. I'm not trying to offend anybody. Let me get back to what I'm doing here. I try to, and every time I do, I start crying. My depression hits hard. I can't talk about anything from my childhood without memories I don't want to think about popping up and making me miserable, you know? But I've tried doing that before. I've tried talking about that kind of stuff before, and it just. I turn into a mess. I turn into a wreck, you know? Yeah. Anyhow, let me get back to what I'm doing here. I have a purpose for this stream. That's why I haven't streamed in a while. When I want to do certain things on my stream, and then I'm trying to do these things, and then other things come up from people, and hell, that's why sometimes I don't put up I turn the comments off. I turn the chat off because I want to do something on stream, but people will bring up other things. I already had a focus for this. I was on it, I was doing it, and you know what? I'm going to end the stream. I can't sit here and do what I want to do on stream. I can't. I can't do it. I can't because I was already in a groove. I was already doing what I want to do. I was talking about the comparison and showing my artistic approach and everything. And then, no offense to you, but you came in with this. I can't do this. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I want to focus on my pixel art. I can't do this. I can't do this. So I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to get out of here. I will get out of here. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I can't do this. I said specifically what the stream was, and it's I hate to pull a DSP, but I can't do this. I can't do this. I gotta go. I can't. I gotta go.